Okay, so this is going to be known as part 2 of my Cook Brothers revival, or I don't know if you call it restoration, but I'm bringing it kind of back to the era. We saw the first part. It had some no-name parts on it. And what I've done so far is basically I've cleaned it up. The chrome turned out pretty nice. I actually put the Cook Brothers forks that I previously had, and I put them to the frame, so now I have a frame and fork. Put some vintage Araya rims, 7B, first generation rims on it, snake belly tires. Put the post on, put a seat. I may go red or blue on the seat. I have a Cashimax MX seat. And basically what I've learned so far about this bike is there was 3 generations. First generation, they made about 1,300 Cook Brothers. The second gen, which kind of started around 79. With my research, I also believe this is a 79. They made 1,900 second generations. That's with the non-tensioner for the chain on this frame. I do have a small bottom bracket, which they call the Euro. It is a standard model, which is also known as the Pro model, because there was a junior or mini version, apparently. These are things that I've learned. At third generation, to back up a little, they made 2,900 of them. So there were more common around 83, meaning higher numbers produced. So my earlier video, I said standard by looking at this decal here, which I thought it was standard. I kind of looked at it quick, and I thought some letters were worn off and such, but that actually says Santa Ana, California. But here it is, a little bit closer of a look, a little cleaned up. I'm still waiting on some parts. That's a vintage NOS fluted seat post, which is kind of neat. The bike is going to reflect red, blue, chrome. So, typical of the made in the USA Cook Brother. It's got the vintage neck. And there's kind of a brief little look. I do have MX-1000 brakes coming, dated 1979. And a couple more little odds and ends. But there she is, part 2 of the Cook Brothers BMX Rare Racing Machine. I guess that's what they call the crush-proof rear brake bridge, because it's 2 layers and I guess you can't damage it in any way. That's a Cashimax seat. It's actually from a Mongoose. I have a Cashimax MX in blue, so we'll decide what's going on there. There it is, part 2, guys. Part 3 is eventually going to be complete with the brakes and everything, and just basically rideable. There it is.